Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mogul Motivation. This is episode 304. And lately, I've been really trying to get a grip on my work-life balance. I just been all over the place. My mind has been scrambled. I've been trying to do a little bit of this over here, a little bit of that over there, every single day, and it's just been catching up with me. It's been exhausting me, draining me. Trying to manage two podcasts, Mogul Motivation, Sociology, trying to finish my second novel, still running my photography business. It becomes overwhelming. So I've been trying to get that work-life balance, and the first step is creating a schedule, an actual schedule. So each day I'm doing a certain task relevant to a certain department of my business. And once the schedule is complete, that's the schedule. Don't deviate from that schedule. So my first 4 weeks following this schedule will be starting August 1st, and praying that I stay committed to it. I don't deviate from it. I don't break the schedule. I don't cheat the schedule. That's the first step in creating that work-life balance. And another thing I had to do is I had to ask myself, why am I working so hard? Why am I doing so much? The easy answer is because I love it, because I love to create, right? Because this is my business. That's the easy answer, and it's true. That is why I'm doing a lot. But why am I really doing a lot? Why am I really stretching myself so thin, trying to meet sometimes unrealistic deadlines and goals and dates to finish certain tasks and projects? Why am I working myself so hard? I had to ask myself that. I recently did a podcast interview with an old college professor of mine for the alumni. It's an alumni podcast. And, when I told him everything I did, he was just like floored. He just couldn't believe that I was doing so much. And in my mind, I was thinking I wasn't doing enough. I told my therapist the same thing. She had the same reaction. In my mind, I was thinking I wasn't doing enough. Why do I think that way? Why am I trying so hard to do so much, to get it all done right now? Why am I trying to be Superman? I'm not Superman. I'm Twiz Taylor. Why am I trying to do all of these things? The answer is because I don't want to make it seem like my past success was a fluke. I'm trying to prove something to myself, to make myself believe that when I published my first book, that wasn't a fluke. That when I had great months in photography and clients was coming through the doors left and right, that wasn't a fluke. That the fact that I was able to grow this podcast, Mogul Motivation, wasn't a fluke. So therefore, I got to grow sociology as well. I got to grow that faster. I got to make sure it wasn't a fluke. You see, human nature, human beings, we love to doubt ourselves. We love to think that it's a certain level that our cups will be filled to. That famous scripture that we love to quote, your cup runneth over. He runs my cup over. We love to think that cup has a certain level because it's running over, right? And once that cup runs over in our eyes, from our perspective, we think that's it. We think it ain't going to be no more blessings that's going to be poured out. But what we fail to realize is there's no cup, there's no chalice on this earth that we can imagine that can contain the blessings that's going to flow our way. You see, we're still thinking from our earthly perspective. We're still looking at that cup, that chalice, from our earthly perspective. It has a limit. But the cup that God has for us, the cup that the Creator has poured out for us, that's coming with the blessings, is bigger than what we can imagine. More abundantly and exceedingly and more abundantly than what we can imagine. That cup, we can't even fathom how big that is. So we're still thinking in the earthly realm that yes, our cup overflowed with blessings once and that's it. It ain't gonna overflow no more. So that's why I'm overworking myself. That's why it's so hard for me to find a work-life balance, because I'm trying to prove to myself that my past success was not a fluke. And that might be the same case for you. You're trying to prove to yourself that it wasn't a fluke. You're trying to prove to yourself that you still got it. You're trying to prove to yourself that you can still do great things. Mike dropped 60 points against the Boston Celtics in the playoffs, and they got swept. They lost. People probably thought that was a fluke. Mike is just a good scorer. And then what happened? He continued to average 30. He continued to drop 60 points. He won 6 championships after that. LeBron went to the finals in 07, like his 4th season. Got swept. People probably thought that was a fluke. But then what he do? He proceeded to go on and win multiple MVP awards. He proceeded to go to 8 straight finals. Something we never seen before. They probably thought that was a fluke. Derrick Rose dropped a career high 50 points after 2 knee surgeries. They probably thought that was a fluke, but he was a past MVP. None of that stuff was a fluke. Nothing in your life is a fluke. Every time you accomplish something, every time you do something great, that's not a fluke. Your cup isn't at its limit. Your cup is still going to run over with more blessings. It's not a fluke. You have to continue to believe that it's in you. Greatness is in you, and you are going to continue to do great things. So don't overwork yourself. Don't overstress yourself. Don't try to prove to yourself that your past success or accomplishments was a fluke or a one-time thing. No, that was one chapter in your life, and there's another chapter coming. There's more greatness coming. You have to understand that greatness is in you. You are great and you were born with it. It's already in you. How is it going to be a fluke if you did it? How is Derrick Rose dropping 50 a fluke and he was a past MVP? How is LeBron going to 8 straight finals a fluke if he already been to the finals in his 4th season? How is Mike scoring 60 against the Boston Celtics in his younger years a fluke when he proceeded to win 6 straight NBA championships? Nothing is a fluke when you do great things. You do great things. You accomplish amazing things because it's already in you, ladies and gentlemen. It's already in you. You already possess the talent and the skill to do it. You did it once and you can do it again and you will do it again. You have to believe that though. And you have to slow down. You have to take your time but not waste your time. I said that on the previous episode. You have to believe that everything you do, everything you're striving for is going to be accomplished in the right time, in due time. So don't overwork yourself. Don't try to force yourself to accomplish things in such a hurry. It's going to happen. It's going to come. Take your time. Take care of your mental health. Shout out to Naomi Osaka. Shout out to Simone Biles. Take care of your mental health. Don't overwork yourself. Get back to the drawing board, rejuvenate yourself, and then get back out there and kill it. That's what you have to do. So whatever it is that you're going after, whether it's building your business, accomplishing a dream, it doesn't matter. If you need to rest, rest. Ain't no shame in that. You're not abandoning your goals. You're just resting. You're human. None of us is Superman. None of us is Superwoman. You're human. And your cup, your chalice, will continue to overflow with blessings. You have to believe that and you have to know that it's coming. There is no cup. There is no chalice on this earth that's big enough to contain the blessings that God has for you. So that's my message this morning, ladies and gentlemen. There is no fluke. Let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. We are not fluky folks. We are great people. We are people who possess talents and skills that exceed